Hey, it's Scott with Graying with Grace. This is the TerryPhone landline big button phone, which is a great choice for seniors and the elderly who need a more basic, easy to use phone. So let's open it up, take a look at it. All right. Inside the box, you have the phone itself, owner's manual, phone cords, and your handset. You've got a note here to call within 15 days of purchase to make sure you activate and get your free 2-year warranty. So we will remove this sticker. So to set it up, you've got this plug here. We'll set your coiled cord. We'll go into there. The other end into your headset. Okay, and then the next step is we'll plug it into our phone jack. That's what this cord here is for. Then you've got 2 different jacks here on the back. One says telephone line, one says extension line. So this one we will plug into here. You want it to go to the one that says tel line. The extension line is if you want to plug another phone into this one to use as a second phone, you can do that. And then this end, plug into our phone jack. Okay, so this phone has, as you see, it's got nice big buttons, nice big, easy to see print. It's got these 3 programmable buttons up here that you can use to either, it comes with these memory cards you can put in there to put somebody's phone number in, or what I suggest is actually putting pictures of the person that you'll be calling on there. And then here you got covers as well, so that you can put those over the pictures. A lot of people get the pictures from social media and different places. You can get a picture about anybody from their social media profile if you don't have one readily available. The phone headset itself it's very lightweight. It does have this nice little cushion foam cover on it that helps make it easier to hold, especially people with arthritis. If they have trouble gripping smaller items, this gives a little more meat to it, so it makes it easier to use and easier to hold and a little more comfortable. Also makes it less likely to be dropped. This phone can also be hung up on a wall if need be, or used just on the desk. Here on the side, you've got your speaker volume. You've got if it's a touch tone or pulse dial. I don't think there's many pulse dials left, so I'd suggest you leave that on touch tone. And then your ringers, off, low, and high. So you got 3 different settings of ringer. And then this is your handset volume. So right now it's on high, so you can control the volume coming out of your handset. So this is the speaker. I'll set the microphone a little closer here so you can hear that. And you adjust that volume with that lever I showed you earlier. So that's your low. And that's high. All right, let's test the ringers now, see how they sound. All right, so right now that's on high. And if you notice also, you've got this flashing light here that rings, which is kind of nice to catch attention from across the room. If I turn it down, that's your low. And then it also does have a ringer off, or like a do not disturb type function. So you got 3 different settings with that. So programming your photo dial buttons is very simple. You just pick up your handset, press store, put in the phone number you want to program, touch your button, and then replace the handset. You can also have additional programming functions into here. You can program each one of these to be a speed dial. They would just hit auto 1, auto 2 to dial that out. There's not a lot of room here to write in who's assigned to what number. You'd have to have maybe a separate piece of paper or something beside the phone. There is a redial function. You do have a hold function that if you need to put somebody on hold, and then flash, if you have call waiting, that'll switch between your 2 different calls. So the phone base itself is a little bit heavy, which is actually good. That keeps it from being pulled and moved around too much, while the handset is light, making that easy to use. So that I like. It's nice and easy to see. Got a nice loud ringer. You've also got the visual ringer indicator. And for people with dementia, you can do the photo programming dialing here to make it easier for them to dial out and get a hold of the people they want. You could even program 911 or an emergency number into one of those and maybe put a big red sticker right there so they'll know to touch the red button anytime they need emergency help. So this has got a lot of features to really help seniors and the elderly, or anybody really who needs an easy to use phone, or that struggles seeing or hearing on their current phone. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.